Hi everybody, Steve Layman here at Bridgestone Arena, and this is your Preds Playoff Report sponsored by Wilson County Hyundai. And an 8th consecutive Predators playoff appearance could be short-lived because for the first time in franchise history, the Predators are on the verge of being swept out of a playoff series, this time in round 1 against the Colorado Avalanche. They trail 3-0 heading into game 4 tonight with puck drop here in Smashville at just after 8:30. And if the Predators want to avoid that dubious distinction in franchise history, they've got to flip the script in this series. Colorado has controlled the pace of play and puck possession through the first 3 games. The Preds were better in game 3, but they still had struggles getting out of their zone, and they could not stop the explosive Colorado power play. So the big things the Predators must do here tonight: they have to do a better job of escaping their own zone defensively. Alexander Carrier, Matthias Ekholm, Roman Josi and company, they've got to get to the puck quickly and get it out of their zone. If they can do that, they'll not only slow up the Colorado pressure, but number 2, they'll allow their offensive forwards a little more opportunity to do something. Part of the problem when you look at the lack of production from everybody other than Matt Duchene, who has 3 goals in this series, has been that guys like Philip Forsberg and Mikael Granlund and Ryan Johansson have had to spend so much time playing defense that by the time they finally get the puck out of their zone, they have to just dump it in, get off the ice because they've got nothing left in the tank. So get it out of their zone and try to establish some offensive pressure. And then it has to go without being said with this team, they can ill afford to take any more penalties. They had 5 penalties through the first 2 periods in game number 3. Colorado scored on the first 4 of those. You cannot afford to give Nathan MacKinnon and Gabriel Landeskog and Mikko Rantanen and Nazem Kadri and all of those guys any more opportunities. Colorado can score enough on its own, especially without UC Saros in net. The Predators have to be still aggressive, but much more disciplined and stay out of the box here tonight in game 4. And then the third key is, what is this building going to feel like? It was the worst playoff atmosphere I have ever seen in Smashville on Saturday because it felt like the crowd was largely resigned to the fate of this series. Can the Predators come out tonight and give this group of 17,000 something to cheer about and something to feel good about? If they can do that early, perhaps get an early lead, then this crowd will get behind them and maybe will them on to a Game 4 victory and keep this series alive. The bottom line is the Predators have their backs against the wall. To win the series, they're going to have to win 4 consecutive games. But first things first, they've got to win here tonight and avoid being the first team in this year's postseason to be eliminated. And they don't want that to happen here on Game 4 in their home ice. Some bad history on the Preds side. They've lost 4 consecutive elimination games going back to Game 7 against Winnipeg in 2018, and they are just 3-9 all-time here at home when trying to stave off elimination. They'll try to change all that history and change the momentum of this series and stretch it at least one more game and send it back to Colorado for Game 5 on Wednesday night with a surprising win here tonight, at least to most people around the NHL. I'm Steve Layman, and that's your Preds Playoff Report, sponsored by Wilson County Hyundai.